Power flows to the one who knows how. Desire alone is not enough. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost. Autobots, roll out! We cannot let the humans pay for our mistakes. Autobots! Reap the whirlwind! One shall stand, one shall fall.
Are you nervous?
Oh, we picked that up. Are you nervous, Vivek?
Are you nervous? Don't be afraid.
We are live.
We'll
Hello,
protect you.
everybody. This is the mic check. So, yeah, tell us if you can hear us. Hopefully everything's okay. I'm just waiting. Hi, Dale, Meryl, Yanis.
Hi.
Yanis.
Yanis?
I don't see Yanis. Has Yanis changed? Yanis.
Where is he?
Yanis. We hear you. Hey, yes, we've got somebody new today. I say new. You're not new, are
Welcome
you?
to the company, Bill.
Yeah, thanks.
So
I've
who are
only
you?
been- Who am I?
Who are you?
I'm Bill. I've been working at Space 8 for 10 years now, and I've been working on Transformers for a good portion of that time.
Wow.
It's fair to say.
So any technical questions you've got, we are going to quiz Bill today. So all those people who are not happy with Yanis's answers on the technical questions, well, we have brought the guy who actually works on these things into our stream, so we will get all the answers. So yes, Bill has been here for 10 years. Somebody says, I love your voice. Some Hawks SMA says, hi Bill, I miss the other guy though. Oh.
Fun. Wow.
Oh, do you know what? That's the
Oh.
first time I've ever seen that somebody misses Yanis. That's the first
Is
time.
the Yanis that
I
they
miss
mean?
Yanis.
I always miss
there's
Yanis.
Sunstreaker Wazza says, hey Bill, good to meet you finally. MD Prime says, Bill guy, the space ape guy. Bill.
That's how we address him as well.
Yes, that's how we
Yeah.
address him.
I should have said that I'm a developer on this game, so I
Developer.
do code and technical stuff.
Code and technical stuff. So what
Yeah.
does that entail?
What does that entail?
Yes, do you do like the big features like Alliance HQ? I mean, that's the most recent feature. Like, what did you do with Alliance HQ?
Yeah. So myself and the other devs, we worked on well, we put it all together basically, made it work, made all the interactions between the alliances work, write all the UI for it, build it all, test it, fix all the bugs, write all the bugs, fix all the bugs again, and then try and get it live in a fashion that doesn't cause too much trouble, and try and keep it live,
Wow,
as well as keeping this game running.
amazing.
Yeah.
What do you love most about your job, Bill?
What do I love most? I think it's always just the people, isn't it? I think we have a really good team, so it's always a pleasure to come and work with all you guys.
Des says, awesome jumper, Bill.
It's the Space Ape Christmas jumper. I
It's
have
too
to wear
warm in
it.
my room for me to wear that
Yeah,
one. I can't wear it.
Same here. Well, Tony B is that. Sorry, we need. There's so many questions for you, Bill, but we need to say some hellos. Let's hold the comments because there is some technical questions that we are going to fire at you. Cool. Sunstreaker was saying, how have we never met Bill? Well, that's another question we can ask Bill later on. But Bill has Twitch open, so do you want to say some hellos?
Yeah, I mean, hi, I see a Murad7107. I see pleasure to meet you, Darth Tyler, Optimus Rodimus 1980. Oh, that's quite close to my age, probably. All good. Oh, we can hear you. Hi, Bill, Yakada. Yakada? Yeah. Hi.
Is that all? You're not going to read more?
I don't. I can keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Ho-
Yeah, keep
Holler,
I mean,
going.
I mean,
007. Hello,
we've got
Mr.
55
Cupcake.
minutes.
Is this it? Yeah. Some Hawks Mars 6286. Hello. I appreciate Dale's efforts as well. Dale
Oh,
puts a
So do
lot of
I.
effort
thank
in.
you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where's
Christmas
Yanis and
Eve.
Hyro? Well, Yanis is taking some well earned rest, and Hyro also, I think. Yeah, nice to
Nice.
meet you all.
Cool. So that is Twitch. Now, Vivek, which one did you want? I'm going to give you the option. I'm going to be nice to you now and let you pick which
Okay.
one you want to do.
I mean, is there an option? Because I think
No,
YouTube is
no, there's no option. But I'm
Okay.
going to give you the option.
Yes, on YouTube we have Iman FX who just said, "Did Hyro get fired?" No.
Yeah, we fired him. Bye, Hyro.
Yeah, so Bill now runs the whole show. This
Uh,
is it. Bill's the
yes,
whole
it's
show.
so Giannis is gone, Hyro's gone. I think it's just us four
Yes.
now that will run Transformers till the end of time. So, um,
Till the end of time.
Dinosaurus says hello. Big Terrell, hello, Bill. There's a lot of hello for Bill. Kayan
Aw.
says hi. Chris Harmon, hi, Robert. Hi, Robert C4, and then Robert C4 says hi again, I think back. There's Vixen, hi all. Sunsreaker was a Hyro got fired for Dinogate too. So maybe. Hyro went back to the North Pole with that bear of his. That's a lot of Hyro comments. Yeah, I think I can go on, but hi
Yeah,
everyone.
that's nice. Cool. All right, we actually do have a lot to show, unless Mara wants to do some quick hellos.
No.
Okay, we're kicking off Bill replays. We've been speaking about it for years and years and years. I know we're going to get straight into it. This is it. What's happening with them? Players want to kind of, I guess, understand why do they always not, why aren't they accurate?
Yeah,
And can they ever be fixed?
it's really tricky. I mean, in theory, yes. In practice, it's really like quite a challenging thing to get right. This game is immensely complicated. I don't know if you've noticed that. There's so much going on. There's so many like little effects and bits and pieces and so many permutations of things. We do have it is in theory like deterministic. What we actually have as a replay, we don't save the entire battle. All we have to save is like how it started and what you do. And for that, 99.99% of the time, it's perfect. It just runs, and it's actually small enough to download on your device, and you can see what people have done when they are attacking. But there is just these few cases which are really quite tricky to track down, where something doesn't quite replay the same way as it did in the original battle. We've got different systems. We've tried different systems over time for trying to solve this stuff. It's something that would take a lot of effort. It's a case of, because there's just I mean, the reliability of it is very, very high. As you get closer and we can get closer and closer to 100%. I'm not sure we could ever reach like 100%. And I suspect that you folks who are actually playing at this level are pushing the limits of everything. So it's it's a difficult thing. I'd love to spend loads more time. It's really tricky to like work out how to balance time between like new features, other improvements, trying to like deal with like all the platform updates, all the stuff that we have to just do in order to keep the game running, and fixing down some of these problems, which, yeah, I know. I feel you. I suffer them. I'd love to just sit and just like work on purely on the game engine and get it just completely perfect. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I know.
Well,
I'd love to spend more time on it. I'm gonna, just keep telling Yanis. We have to go through our Lord and Master Yanis. He helps us set the priorities.
so
Yeah.
we just have to keep nagging Yanis. So when he's next on stream, we just
I'd
need to just
happily-
talk about
Yeah.
replays.
You could say Bill said he wants to do it,
Bill said he's up
which
for
I
it.
do.
He's up for it. So you've heard it first. The actual technical person is up for the challenge. We just need to convince Yanis, and me and Mara will do just that come New Year. Vivek, but one for you, Alliance HQ.
Yes.
People are asking, can it be cheaper? But I think we know what the problem is. It's more like the chunks are too high for lower players. Are we able to alter them? Where are we at with that? Because we want to do it. We we want to do it. Yes, we
Right,
would have done it
right.
yesterday, but it's another technical issue.
Yes, it's kind of when the economy was decided for Alliance HQ, it was meant to be something that takes a very long time. And most of the levels, the higher levels, defense operations building, for example, should only be done by very high top alliances only. But even for them, it's a pain point because the actual chunks are really high. So the good news is that I have worked on the chunks, I've reduced the chunks, and I've worked on new values. The bad news is that when we try to update those values, we have issues with the server where it does not sync and it resets everything. So if I try and change the values right now, it will reset all of your donations to 0. So you can start again with the lower chunks, but you will lose all of the donations that you've made over time. So it's a matter of technical difficulty right now. And we have someone new joining in next year, so we can look at this first thing starting next year. But yeah, it is something that I know I've seen all the messages we have, I think, a special discussion just for Alliance HQ, even in the Playtest Council in Discord. So I know all the problems. I think everyone in the team knows the problems. We've worked on it. It's just we are bounded by technicality right now.
Cool. Nice. And I guess that will come early next year, and that's also going to come with the squad slots that we're going to do, and we're also going to add a research slot as well. That's all. We was going to do that before Christmas, but it's best to just do that. The first update that we come back.
Yeah, with the Titans and everything, the week was, it was very busy. So we don't want to release something right now, right before the holiday. So if things start breaking, there's no one,
Right, yeah.
fix them. So the slots and the research slots would come earlier than the Alliance HQ because they are very easy to do. There's no technical requirements. I just have to come up with the numbers for them, and then it can be in the game. So they will be early, and then we'll look at the Alliance HQ.
Cool. Nice. People are saying, I love that Space Ape Christmas jumper.
Would have been so nice if we could do like a giveaway for it. It's just that we had very few of them left in the office and very few sizes left. So it's kind of a first come, first serves when it comes to like grabbing them, like when it comes to all the employees.
Yes.
But it would have been cute to do maybe
yeah.
a giveaway, but
it's cool.
it's a very cute one.
I think I found the last one. Like there was like
Did you?
There was so few left, and I managed to grab one.
I think I grabbed like an XL one because it was the only one available.
There was a run, like it was a few years ago now that they made them, so I've kept on to it. Precious Space Ape swag.
I'm also wearing the Space Ape hoodie, I think. Yes.
Oh man, I'm the only one that's not repping.
Nice. Well, I've got a question. Somebody say, make sure the base is covered with snow for the new year. Bill.
Oh, that would be fun, wouldn't it?
I know. Is that? I mean, I've always asked Yanis.
Want that.
I've always asked Yanis about this, and Yanis has always said, the space and things. Is that ever possible to change how the base looks skin-wise?
I mean, it would be. I agree. It would be amazing. I'd love it.
I think it would be amazing if we could customize our own bases, like color-wise and theme-wise.
Oh yeah.
To whatever we want it to be. I think that would have been wonderful.
There's some good war effects.
But priorities,
we could do. I mean,
there's
some good war effects we could do if the base was snowy, like slow down effects, and oh my god, it'd be amazing.
I think the suggestion was just for cosmetic. But yeah, it would be nice to just have one particle effect on the top, and it's just,
Oh yeah. Yeah, it'd be really. Vic Ching says, and different seasons. Yeah, they love this. They love the. It's always the. I don't want to sound ignorant now. I don't do development, but it's always the simple things that bring joy. And I would love to see a snowy base.
The aesthetics.
It does sound simple, and it's so obvious, isn't it? It's like a thing. You look outside, you're like, oh, the season has changed. This whole world has changed the season for you, and in order to do that, we have to commission some art and make sure it's all like packed down nicely and tested all. I mean, it's the kind of thing, it is doable. It's just, it's the question of like priorities. I'd love to do it. That would be such a cool.
It would be
like,
so
seasonal
cute.
thing.
I would love that. I would love
So
it.
cool. Yanis is probably sneaking into this stream and he's going, Dale.
Yeah, he's like, these freaking kids, get them out of here.
Talking about everything I
know.
said no to. Cool. If there's any other questions, please send them in. We are going to show the new bots, the endurance bots, which is going to be a solo endurance, which is coming in early January. Vivek, if you want to talk a little bit about those, I think we can just go straight into it. How's it going? Obviously, numbers are not signed off just yet, so you are just looking at the idea. I guess the idea is not going to change at this point, but where are we with testing?
Yes, I believe everyone saw in the newsletter. It's Leo Prime and Predacon Inferno. Leo Prime for the Autobots, Predacon for the Decepticons. With testing, it's still in play testing, and the number one reason is it's slightly overpowered right now where it's at. So I'll show the bot in a second, and it's just making sure that it's balanced when it's released. So that's where it's at, but the base ability of what it does is not going to change. So I'll just share my screen so everyone can see Leo Prime in all of its glory. Optimize video, share sound, yes. Okay. Can you see my screen?
So quick question while you're showing these off. Yeah, we can see that perfectly. Are they ranged or melee?
So the bot itself has a ranged missile. So it throws something. If you've seen the cartoon, if you've seen the Japanese cartoon, it throws something called Leo missiles. Like when it's attacking, it shouts Leo missiles and it attacks with those missiles. And I've added that for the bot. So that's a range attack. But to balance things out, because in a second you'll see the ability, it has a very long range. To balance things out, the bot will only be able to equip companions and melee. So it's more of a balancing thing, and it's also in line with other maximals that already are in the game, like Optimus Primal. So I'll just show the I have turned on sound. Confirming.
That's such a cool animation.
Also does a roar. I think, did you hear the sound?
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
cool. It was
yeah.
very cool.
And when he goes back up, he also does a roar. So really cool model. It's very big. I think Leo Prime in the canon, he's also very big. So there you have it. Now I have some squads with me, but let's show Predacon Inferno as well. By the way, this account that I have it has so many bots. I think this is a maxed out account with every single bot imaginable. So,
Yeah, if only, Bill, we could have a search bar, you know?
And sort by name.
If only.
But yeah, there you have it. Predacon Inferno, very large.
We can barely hear you, Vivek, because the music. Sorry. There we go. Thank you. Sorry. Carry on.
So I will show how it transforms.
Oh, that was so smooth. Look at him. He's like a little ant. Oh my god! That is so cool.
Yes, so really nice animations. There were a lot of feedback about there's some feedback about the textures. We have fixed them for the eyes not being visible on Leo Prime. And there's some animations still left for the main battle that I'm working on today. But yeah, apart from that, everything I think looks really good. So I have a base that I've made specifically for Leo Prime. It's got these buildings in a line, and just to show you how the bot works. So I think I have very good bots in my squad. There's Leo Prime, you can see is quite big. And if we just press battle and we press fight me, we can see what he does.
Burnout73 is saying it's a bit concerning that the new endurance bot is coming out so soon, but the last one, Blue Street Wild Rider, is still not working the way it should be. We can talk about that, but so soon, I think this is the longest distance in between an endurance event, because this one is 9 weeks, not 8 weeks. Since Blue Streak and Wild Rider. So yes, this is coming after Christmas. We're only it might be because we're showing it earlier than we do because of Christmas. That's why it might seem that it's coming in so quick. Sorry, Vivek, go ahead.
Right. So the ability, yeah, we'll talk about Blue Streak in a moment. The ability does roar to deal this much damage every second, and put
Mm.
buildings and enemies on fire for 10 seconds. And allies that hear the roar attack 30% faster. So the first part of the ability is, I'll just chuck him in. Boy, I chucked a wrong bot in. That's Leo Prime. And if I use his Inferno roar, and
Yeah.
you can see it has a pretty huge
Wow,
range.
that is very long, isn't it?
And let's say I have to target this building.
Yeah.
And what it does, well, it will roar and there will be a sound effect, like sound waves coming out of his face that will
Wow.
put everything in its path on fire. And the fire will last for 10 seconds. And you can see he's gone through all of the resource buildings that I've put up. So you can use it again. The price is 5 and then 3 for every additional cost. So we've got 8 and then we
But
are
I,
in 11.
but again, I guess this could all change. Or are you
Yes.
settled on price? Is that the
The
ability cost you're
price,
looking to go for?
yes. I think the number one comparison that was made for this bot was Sea Spray because
Yeah.
he has similar range and he throws in a tornado and it's an electric bot, so he stuns the defenses. He doesn't do damage over time. So if I put Sea Spray here, he will do, let's say, 3k damage in one go, whereas Leo Prime will take 10 seconds to get to that damage, but it will be slightly higher than Sea Spray. So that's what we are trying to balance. So to make sure that it's not, because Sea Spray is borderline OP in the game. We've seen the stats. All the top fours use Sea Spray a lot, and Sea Spray can easily get through like zone 15 bases. He can solo zone 15 bases. So that's where the pain point is, but the cost and how the ability works, I think that's pretty much settled on. So if I repeat the battle, we can discuss the second part of the ability, which is if you have bots near you and you use the ability, they get an attack speed buff, so they'll start attacking faster. So let's say I put all of the 3 beast walls in and I use my ability. You can see they've got a nice speed effect that lasts for 10 seconds.
So is that when you cast the ability? Anybody in range? Is it where, because they got it and there was in the left hand side, it didn't look like there was in the cone. So how does that actually work then? Is it anybody in the cone or
No,
around the bot? Is it just around the bot?
So the original idea that I had was when you do this ability and you have
Yeah.
this sound wave moving through the canvas, right?
Yeah.
Anyone that's hit by that would get a speed boost. But on testing, it didn't work as well because the range of that sound wave is quite small. So it's, you have to target very closely to make sure that allies actually hear the roar and are affected. What this does is when you trigger the ability, you can see, wait, I'll restart the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. I think we should
And
restart that.
anyone who's close to you should get a speed buff.
Cool. So this is pretty nice then. So what are you thinking about G1? What will the G1 do for this bot? Because it already looks pretty interesting.
I'll first discuss the AB11.
Sure. That's fine. Yeah.
For, the normal bot, it makes allies faster for 30%. I think this is a 5-star. The numbers are reduced for 3 stars and 4 stars. When you get to AB11, then if you have enemies near you, which means if you have defense buildings near you, or if you have outpost bots near you, they will be 30% slower for the 10 seconds. So they'll hear the roar and they will actually get slower and your allies will get faster, which is the AB11. I'm thinking if I should also show Predacon attacking next, so you can just see him in the battlefield because I have a squad ready to go. Any questions from the chat?
I will throw questions at you. Yeah, did we talk about the G1? Yeah, I think that's going to be the main one.
Yes.
Let me keep looking. If you've got any questions on the bot, get them in. Remember, numbers are not set in stone. I do see people going, oh my god, this does a lot of damage. That could still change. We're still in a balancing process, but the idea is not going to change. What happens then when it gets to the end? You've just targeted the building at the end, and I only see some of them on fire, like I don't see the laser on fire. Does that not go on fire? Because the other buildings, it's very clear that the fire is there, but the fire
Yes.
is not at the end. Is that a bug, or does the
think-
fire only affect certain buildings?
No, the fire affects those buildings as well. I think it's a VFX issue I'm having right now because
Okay.
what it does is when it reaches the end, it also puts other buildings on fire around it. So all of them should be on fire. But yes, there's the ability, and yes, the damage would look high because it is high, and it's kind of a no-nonsense bot. The past year we have tried experimenting with a lot of unique abilities. The bot does this and does that, and on paper that it looks good, and some of those bots are good and they're being used by players. But sometimes just a strong attacking bot, especially with a bot like Leo Prime that's very famous in the lore. I think it's great for not just top players but new players as well, so they can just look at the ability and be like, this is very simple, straightforward. I know what this does. Maybe I should chase this. Because it's also a famous character in Transformers.
Yeah.
Coming to the yes.
No, sorry. Chris Taylor's saying, why are we doing a G1 core for bots that are not G1 characters? Yeah, they won't be called G1 cores when we release them in the game. You're quite
Yes,
right. It'll just be a specific power core for that bot.
Right. I also saw this comment about some other bots which have a G1 even though they're not in G1. And this was the first feedback I got for Leo Prime as well, because the name for the G1 that I had was G1 Leo Prime Energon Matrix. So I wanted it to be just Energon Matrix, but I felt like for playtesting, just having the G1, it removes any confusion that this is the equivalent of a G1. But yeah, we can change the name so that it says Energon Matrix instead, because that's what he uses in the cartoon. It's a very important part of his storyline. If I can just find him quickly. There he is.
Ty Benton says it will get nerfed before it gets to us. Yeah, probably. It's in testing. That's the whole point of testing, is to change values. I think we have a big problem is when we release it in an endurance and then you change the bot. I think that is just not good. It's not a good experience. But when it's in testing, I think it should be changed as much as possible to reach like a good place.
Yes.
And of course we're going to push the values, aren't we, in testing, just to see what is the limit, what can we push this bot to. We never go into testing going, well, how low can we release how low can we put these damage numbers for players to be happy. We are pushing the numbers as much as we can.
Yes, right. Even now with the hope that the game will get more difficult as time goes on, as we release new phases and new HQs, it's that's why I release it with higher numbers intentionally, just to see player response. We are running wars, I think, today, just so that playtesters can actually try these in Prime League hard mode and say if the bot performs as well. The G1 or the Energon Matrix, I'll remove the G1. It increases the special ability damage, so it does more damage, and it generates a shield which absorbs 30% of all damage for 6 seconds. So standard, I just felt like the bot doesn't need any random or any unique thing. It just increases the ability damage and also gives them a shield, like how Energon Matrix does, even in the story. So there he is, equipping the bot.
Oh yeah, this looks amazing.
Yes. I really like this shader. It's like a toon shader. I don't know when this was decided that G1 should apply a toon shader on bots, but it's one of
I thought that was cool. I was so confused at first when I had that in my game. I was like, why did it just turn into like a comic? I was like, what's going on? Is this meant to happen? And then I was like, oh, it is meant to happen.
Yeah, it's cell shaded. It reminds me of like Jet Set Radio and then Hi-Fi Rush. Such a nice effect. But yeah, let's have it. It's equipped with the G1 now. And if we use him in battle, we can see that the special ability will be increased.
Nice.
Any more questions?
G1 cores are the best. G1 Beast Wars. Yeah, don't focus on the name too much. Obviously, the name was gonna change. I think they're just saying, we're putting G1 Power Core and they're not a G1. But we get it. We just did it just so the playtesters knew specifically what they were working with, because it's just that every time we do a new bot, it's just like, oh, it comes with a G1. So we're kind of used to saying it now, and we're probably wrong as well. So it will be a specific Power Core.
I don't know if there's any suggestions in the chat.
If you've got any names, what you think it should be called, please let us know. We will obviously use any name that we think fits. But yeah, this is just super cool. Shoots, I don't want to say laser, but sound waves, burns all the buildings, the roar.
And he's got the shield. because of the G1, and he does extra damage.
Cool. That is awesome. Cool. Any questions on that? Let's see. Not really seeing much.
Can I ask something,
Sure, go
Vivek?
ahead.
So about the you know how you said that when he roars, like it boosts the allies? Is that like within a specific radius, or is that like all of them?
It is within a specific radius. So if I'll fight again, if you notice there's a yellow bee that originates from the center of the bot,
Mm.
so that this is how far away you can, affect the bots and increase their speed. So if I just use Leo Prime again, notice his, wait, I can use another bot. Notice there will be like a radius, like a circular radius under his,
Right.
there you see.
Oh yeah, I saw it. Yeah, just very, very slightly. It's there. Maybe we
I
should
think-
pull. Maybe you should pulse
Oh,
that maybe 2 or 3 times if that's possible.
We can do that, but I'm also thinking it's because of the screen sharing that
Yeah,
we
yeah,
cannot.
yeah. I understand. So these are the rockets that's coming out. So does he actually walk to the buildings as well? Because you mentioned like he's got rockets, but where is
Yeah.
the melee side of him then? Is he
If
just
you equip-
ranged?
He's ranged if you don't equip any combat.
Ah,
If you-
okay,
any combat,
okay.
Yeah. Oh no, he's died.
Ah, there we go. Well, there he is out of battle. Chris Harmon's asking to test with an acid bot. Again, it wouldn't really show you too much, I'm afraid, because, again, numbers could still change. So the boost, is it just attack damage boost, or can it boost ability damage?
It's a speed damage boost, so it increases
Speed
the attack speed. So if you
attack.
think about it, it also increases the damage over time. So if it's attacking faster, it's also doing much more damage
Okay.
in that direction. Because initially I also had a damage buff, not just a speed buff, but then I realized it's just too much. Just giving him a standard attack speed also increases damage.
Cool. Dominus Block says, hello, this is my first time joining a stream. Hello, welcome
Hi,
to the stream.
Dominus.
Hello, welcome. He also says, I started playing the game and doing good so far, and this is even my first stream for you guys. Well, welcome to the game. We have some amazing content creators. You should check them out. They go into all of this stuff way more in depth than we do. There is Sunstreaker Wazza, there's Freezius Max, and there's Soldier as well. So there's just a few names that you should look out for. You can find them on YouTube. They're all on there. They all do content. So go check them out. You'll learn a lot from them. What else have we got in the chat? Oh, I've got a question for you, Bill. This is going to be borderline. Maybe you can say something, maybe you can't. Let's see. Will there be a PC app for Earth Wars? I enjoy playing on my mobile, but would love it to come to my PC.
Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Possible? Not possible?
I mean, it's not outside the realms of possibility.
Okay.
I'm not
Nice.
sure what. I don't know. You have to ask Yanis about that.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
cool. No worries. Funtime Gaming. Wow, this is a long one. Let's see. Hello, Bill and Air Force crew. Love the game and the fan base is super chill. Keep up the good work. A compliment from Canada. But one thing I have complaints is about is the crystals. I keep getting the same bot many times over. I know it's just a chance, and that I thought to let you guys know. Maybe try balancing the chances. The EcoSave campaign is hard, even for me who has high tier bots in high levels. But other than that, I love the game and keep up the good work. Ah yes, drop rates.
Well, that was very nice feedback, wasn't it?
Very nice feedback. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for that. We will take that. Indeed. What will be the next bot after this? Well, everybody wants to know that one.
It's an exciting bot.
It's an
been-
exciting bot.
Yeah,
I wonder if I could drop a hint. Maybe I'll ask ChatGPT to give me a hint on this bot. Or is that a bad thing?
Yeah. I don't know.
I think
But
I just give it
will
away.
say it's been requested a lot.
It's
And
been
I've seen
requested
mentions
a lot.
of it in the chat in previous streams as well. So yeah, it is coming.
Cool. So it's a requested bot. Does that mean it's going to be strong?
Yeah.
Will
yeah, why not?
Will this bot be
Well-
able to go into my war team? Is what most of the top players are thinking right now. Like, you've already given me a bot that I wanted for ages. Am I going to be able to get it in my war team?
That's the aim. It's
Cool.
Not every bot can go
Into
in
a
war.
war team, yeah.
Yeah, but we try.
Cool. What else have we got in here before we're going to move on to the next feature? Because I didn't realize we've only got 25 minutes left and we need to move
Oh
on.
shoot, yeah.
I know we're going to have to. I think this question goes into it brilliantly. Enzaru says, "Are there any updates on UI changes to make the inventory management more efficient? Are we getting any UI changes? Please tell me."
Are you asking me?
I'm asking everybody.
I think it's for you, Ben.
Yeah. That's
What's coming, Bill? What is
I don't know.
coming
Take it away,
next?
Bill.
Plant. Who asked this question? Yeah, so I guess I think this is why I've got allowed to be here, is because
Yeah, we wouldn't allow him in here otherwise.
Yeah.
to
Ugh.
show off some what we've been working on over the last it's been quite a number of months, to be honest.
Well, when did we start? When did we start this?
It was back
when was the project
so,
started?
When was the project started?
Yeah, the whole timeline. Give us the timeline of where we're at and when did we start. I think that would be great. Ooh.
So what do you mean, like the whole of Transformers?
Yeah. No, just the UI. Just the UI.
Okay, so yeah, back in like earlier in the year, there was some observations around the studio of how the Transformers Earth Wars. It's it's looking a bit dated. Everything is a bit old, and then there was some interest with some of the UI UX designers in Space Ape to kind of give the game a bit more, just zhuzh it up, give it a bit of a visual refresh. And we were doing some investigation into this, and it looked really tricky. So we were doing, because Transformers was made in a kind of like in a previous time for us technologically. We were using thing called NGUI. This is before Unity had their own UI system, which is as good as it is today. So it was going to be quite difficult. So we decided we'd just bite the bullet and convert the whole game to a different UI system.
The whole game.
Oh my god, honestly it's been an immense amount of work. We've been working on it basically the last kind of solidly a few of us the last 5 months, and just visiting every screen in the game, converting it over to the newer system, and then we can kind of update it and start working with it. And it means more people can work on it nicely. So I've been committed to show you what it's looking like at the moment. I don't know. This could be incredibly controversial. I hope you don't hate it.
Of course, yeah. I mean,
please don't hate it when he's been working so hard on it for so many months.
There's been
heartbreaking.
Can I share a bit of my screen? Of course. Yeah, share everything. So this is coming to Transformers Earth Wars in 2024. This is what we're thinking.
So this is still... Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about my base. It's a bit of a mess. I don't... This is just a test account. I just go in here and just destroy stuff. So, yeah. So the UI. This is kind of how the new UI is looking in game on our development branches. We have basically visited everything, given everything a bit of a refresh. It's still, for us, we're still working on it. It's still a bit buggy, but there's enough of it now to kind of show off. So I would say if there's any particular screens you want to see, I'm going to take you around a couple of places.
I would love to see the team screen. I'd love, the
team screen. Yeah. Yes, that's a great request.
Please.
Show the arc.
I could have asked you.
I want to see the red glow around the arc. That nice, warm glow.
So yeah, there's a couple of other things that have been happening. So I'll show you a bit of the UI first, right? So the team screen, we've given it a bit of a refresh.
Wow.
Look how pretty and clean that is.
We're just trying to tidy it all up. I mean, I can't claim all the credit for this, of course. There's some, we've got very good UI UX designer who's gonna have a look. The thing that you might be quite interested in is the bot information page. It's given quite a reorganization.
It looks like that we can actually write a long tooltip now without it going off.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Like the original design was in a time when things were slightly simpler, so we didn't need so much explanation of things. But now we've able to have a look at the game as a whole. What the state it is now and how many bots there are, and deal with some of these things.
Can we see the Decepticon side as well when you are ready? But yeah, this just looks.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of really positive reactions on the YouTube chat. People are saying that it reminds them of the Forge to Fight UI.
Oh, right.
I don't remember that game.
Maybe there's a bit of influence there. Our interest. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, sorry.
So many compliments.
The Decepticon side.
Yeah, a lot of compliments for you, Bill.
So Yeah, it's looking. I mean, this is kind of one of the things that we really. Well, there's a lot of. I mean, what this is giving us is the ability to go over everything and give it a bit of an update.
Am I right
So
in saying then that you just ripped the whole UI out and this is just all you just rebuilt everything?
I mean, some of it has just been kind of converted as a
Yeah.
reskin, but it still takes a lot of work to go and reconnect everything and make it work for the new system. Um, but some of it has been we've kind of converted it and then we've like just kind of fixed it and got the UI in a bit more of a sensible order for this century, as it were. So, what else do you want to see? Yeah, some of this stuff is these images will get upscaled. We've actually changed a bunch of our image loading tech. We used to use a lot of JPEGs because back in kind of 2016, when we were writing this, that was the best way to deliver assets. Now it's no longer the case. Like texture compression on mobile devices has come a long way, and we've been able to like go and give them a refresh. But some of these images still are looking a bit on the low res side, but we'll get to that.
Does that mean that the game is also going to feel faster in a way? Because
Well,
I
I have been doing a fair bit of work recently myself. I mean, I'm quite passionate about like making sure this game boots up fast because honestly, I know how much time it is for everyone, and it's a lot. You know, when you're starting the game up several times a day, kind of thing, you want it to just be like there, ready for you. Um, I'll try as hard as I can. It's, you have to be sympathetic that it's a large game and there's a lot of stuff in here and it's just on a mobile device. There's a lot of work has been done to try and make sure things stream in a sensible way. When you get like the asset bundle downloads as you start the game up and it's like downloading, receiving communications, you're like, oh, I know, I feel your pain every time some of that's happening. We try to minimize that as much as possible, and a lot of work goes into like just trying to make sure that we're arranging things in the right way so it's the most efficient download, because I don't want to waste your data and I don't want to waste your time.
yeah.
The other thing, yeah, go on.
No, somebody said, does that mean Space 8 will have to get better servers? Does buying a brand new server with lots of speed fix an issue like this?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, honestly, the Space Ape infrastructure is very good. Like, we have very good people who are looking after the servers and making sure things don't fall over. Even when like there's obviously that's like a big thing frequently when we have an event comes in, a lot of people connect at the same time. We have to handle that, and mostly it works just fine. Not 100%, but it's we're as close as we can. So the internet at large is a bigger problem. When you're playing it on different connections and that we have to, and we're always trying to like minimize these kind of downloads and the connection speed times and this kind of thing. Sorry.
Yeah, somebody mentioned even though this last weekend the servers fell over. I don't think that was a server issue though, was that? I can't.
Well,
I was on holiday that day. Was that a server?
That was a little bit of a problem with we had a couple of issues going on at the same time there, and then we with a config change we ended up basically requiring everyone to update at the same time, and that update at the exact same time just caused problems in that thing. It's really rare. It's been a number of years since we've done that exact kind of perfect storm of like mistakes. But yeah, we relearn from this. I mean, I'm glad to say that is a very rare occurrence. I mean, we don't often have that.
I guess
I was going to show while I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah. Sure,
So
sorry.
the other thing which I'm really happy with is we had an artist come along who was one of the artists who did all the original canvas work. So back a number of years ago, and he looked at and he's years older and wiser now. He come and looked at our canvases and he was like, oh my gosh, we need to update this. So he he gave a bit of a treatment to all of the lighting around the canvas, rebaked it all, made the light maps look all nice. And the other thing we're quite pleased with is, given that how devices have moved on, this is the kind of high LOD version, the high level of detail, which was just for like iOS users. We're bringing this to Android as well, so everyone will have, like, if you've got a decent device on Android and iOS, you'll get the best looking canvases.
I was going to say that it looks more green. Like the grass looks more greener. Is that?
Yeah, a bit more colourful.
Yeah, it looks way more colourful. Did we change that?
There's a bit of he's kind of lifted the colors a bit, just made it a bit more vibrant. I can go. Let's do it. Let's do a. Hopefully, I can do a battle. It's all going to work fine.
Oh yeah, as many screens as we can because all the content creators will be screenshotting this.
So yeah, battle zones. There's been a bit of a. Hopefully, this is all going to work fine. Yes, it is good. Okay, so this here's the Decepticon canvas. Again, it's been nicely baked. You notice like the shadows are quite nice all around the edges. So hopefully
very
that'll be
nice.
quite nice. Now I've faced the embarrassment of having to
Oh yeah,
play
show
the
us
game.
what you got.
My skills
Yeah.
are so
Get hacked.
awful. I'm really
But
sorry.
everything just looks. Obviously, you're not going to see the HP
can-
in game. I know people have been requesting that for a
Oh
long,
yes,
long
yes.
time.
Apologies.
A long, long time that they would love to see the HP
Yeah,
in game.
this
Is
is.
that?
I'm sorry. This is just a debug thing, really. That is. I
But
think it adds a lot of visual noise, to the game.
but now the ability descriptions, it's so clear, like I can actually read.
Could you
Yes,
actually
yes.
tap
So
a
we
bot?
did.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry.
So
Yeah.
we did. Yeah, this got a bit of a treatment. I mean, everything's got a bit of treatment as we've gone through it. We basically revisiting every part of UI in the entire game, and with a a really talented UI UX designer who is going through and like giving good feedback, changing things, because there's been a number of years where we've just added bits and pieces to the game and it might not have been consulted with someone who's really good at like UI UX. So we're getting that treatment across the entire game now, which I don't know, I'm very excited to like be able to deliver this.
Yeah.
Vic
This
Ching is saying good choice of font, slimmer, and we can see more.
this all looks amazing.
I'm just gonna speed my way to death
Yeah.
in this.
No, that's
I think
fine.
I think when you've
I'll just retreat. Oh, see, I need to fix this, don't I? The retreat button goes off the page. There's
I
lots.
haven't played this game as long as a lot of other people, but I think even for me, you don't realize how outdated something could look until you see the new, fresher version of it, and then you're like, "Wow,
Yeah.
oh yeah, actually, it did really
Yeah.
need a bit of a freshening up."
There's
Is the
another
loading
side-
screen going to get an update as well, or are we just going to keep that? Because that is yeah.
I mean, we have
maybe.
been playing with
Yeah.
some transitions and that to
Yeah.
see. Oh, see, this is another thing. Like going to the space bridge. How quick was that? Boom, straight in there.
Wow, that is really fast. But is that just not because you're using a PC, or is it just because of all the changes
no,
we've made?
some of these things I have been, been trying to speed up all these dialogue changes, and because we've been able to like move the UI into the, the latest versions, I've got all the latest tooling to be able to just like make it as snappy as possible.
Yeah, because I think people really want like the time it takes to go into a battle and then out of a battle. They really want it to be way faster. I mean, this just all looks amazing.
I mean, some of that is down to like it is a server negotiation as well. But I'm always trying to look into any time I'm feeling like it's taking a long time. I will try and spend some time to just like.
I think the biggest one, but I think we are actually making this change, and do correct me if I'm wrong, is at the end of the battle, if I've got like 7 bots that I put into battle, I noticed that you had to tap 7 times to see all the XP.
Yes.
Is
there
that
a ticket
changing?
for this? We will do something with it, definitely, because it is. I think, for like a high level player, it's quite a tedious experience, isn't it? Really.
Yeah. So that's coming. Is there any other tickets that we've got that we're thinking of, like any other like small changes that we're making that will just increase player experience? Things like that, I guess. More skip buttons, I guess.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I can't remember. You know what? There's been so much that's been changed.
Yeah, no, that's
it's really
fine.
hard to remember everything. I should have been making some.
No. I see. There's one
really
thing
good
you see at the top where it says obtain 11,000 medals. The collections area, the achievements
Yes.
area, has also been completely
Yeah.
redone, which is just
Everything looks a bit more.
just wow. It just looks
Could you show
absolutely amazing.
the chat screen at all, Bill? Is
The
that
chat
something that
screen.
could be?
Yeah. Oh my
I know
gosh.
I know it's really difficult to write in this game.
Oh
that
my
first
gosh.
message? Is that from 1 year ago?
I'm hoping that. Yeah. Sorry. This is on our test server. It doesn't really have many people playing. Just a few developers. So I can only apologize for
Anything you see in here.
anything you see. Yeah.
We probably shouldn't go through that then. Sorry. Then.
Oh, see. Yeah. I need to sort this out as well.
There we go. We're already.
Chat is an incredibly hard thing to lay out. It turns out.
Yeah. Cool.
Because things pop in at the top and they have to be the right size and all this stuff. Were there any screens that anyone wanted to see?
Yes, I tell you what, I think there is some screens that I can go through with. If you click team and then pick a bot and then you equip a combat, like how does that look? And then we can look at the note you went into the showroom.
Equip a combat.
Yeah. equip a combat,
So
and
that's
then
great. Now you don't have to go back to the previous screen. You can just equip a combat from the showroom screen as well. That's good.
yeah, so you can just equip it from there, which is just amazing. But what about power cores as well? Because sometimes players can have quite a few, but I don't think we've done any extra work on the power cores just yet. But
I mean, the flow is the same, I think. It's but yeah, I mean, this is almost like groundwork. It gives us the ability
to alter things like
make
this.
more changes.
Absolutely.
'Cause trying to do stuff while it was still in GUI, it was just a struggle to get to change anything, which is why we just end up copying and pasting a few things and then.
So this basically allows us, it gives us the ability to, it gives us the groundwork to do more fixes that players would like to see, which is just great. If there's any screens that you want to see, that will be
screen.
Collections on your left. Oh yeah, this was the inventory, which just looks
Collections.
on your left. Yeah, the collections. Like all the images are going to be fixed. and
Oh
they're gonna-
no! This is
Oh
still
no,
old.
we broke it. No, you've actually
Sorry.
found somewhere that we haven't skinned,
I
but
need to
it's
fix
not.
that.
It's not supposed to
Wow,
be.
thank you, Cuddy Fox. You did this.
Allow me to just restart this. I'm sorry.
But as you can
I
see,
have a cute little thing here from Optimus
Sure.
Rodimus saying, "Thank you for everything that you do. You added Blue Streak to the game. You will fulfill my childhood dream of adding Nightspeed to the game. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you for continuing to make Transformers Earth Wars fun to play every day."
Oh, that's
I
so.
thought that was a very nice
That's
message.
so nice. Somebody's asking for, when you make the change, are we allowed a block button in the global chat? It is something we are asking for. So that will be on the list. It's not going to go live with this, but hopefully it's on the list. But as you can see, that is the whole game. Are you booting back up, Bill? Sorry.
I am booting back up. I can
Yeah,
show
yeah,
again
yeah,
if
yeah,
if there
yeah,
was
yeah.
there anything else? Sorry, I haven't
I
been
think
watching the
buildings.
chats.
I think tapping buildings and seeing
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
the
I can show
upgrades
you
and things.
that.
I don't think
Okay,
we've
so
seen.
I'm back.
I'm trying to make sure that we can cover as much as possible because people are going to be like
So,
looking at
yeah.
this. So there's the power core lab. You can see that. I think you see I think we had a debate in the office, didn't we, about the levels. I don't know if that was going to be changed because it said at the top level 17 and 18. Where I think the idea was 18 / whatever the max is or something. I'm not sure if we're doing that.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think, I mean, in a way, yeah. I mean, you could have like debates about the UX for this because it is. You've got this pairing of between level 9 and level 10, and then the same colors on this kind of it just picks out to communicate.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize that. So yeah, level 10 and then the
So
yellow.
I think I'm not sure if this will change. I think that might be how it is for now.
Yeah, that's
but,
fine.
Nothing set in concrete. We might.
What
Oh,
about
no,
on the right hand side? You see where you see premium bundles. 48 minutes left. What do the bundles look like now? Wow, this looks
It's looking a
super
bit
cool.
like that.
Looks
Again,
a lot
this
more
image
bigger,
is
doesn't it?
quite low res, isn't it? I'm gonna try and get like higher quality images for the higher lot builds. I mean, but I'm only going to do that if I can do it without compromising on like download sizes and things.
Cool. And what
which
about
you should be able to do?
Titans? What do our Titan tech trees and things look like?
I'm hoping this isn't going to explode.
I'm hoping that it's. I'm hoping that
we've
we've done it.
This is quite fresh.
This is
See,
quite
this
fresh.
is a bit white
Okay.
here. Yep. So let's go in the lab.
It's so cool to get to
it's
see it
okay,
all
okay.
when it's
Yeah.
like work in progress. It's so
Oh,
cool.
this looks so cool. This is just
Look at the
amazing.
particle effects behind the
Wait,
perk.
if we go back one, we can see
Yeah.
that we are now bringing in 4.5 star Titans. So as you can see there, we're not bringing in 5-star Titans. We're actually bringing in.
I'm sorry about that. This might just be a bit of a.
No.
visual bug there.
I'm sure that's intended. We're not actually doing 5-star combined. Everyone's just been wrong. It's 4.5 that we're going for. Then 5 will come. I hope Yanis is not watching.
There's a few problems.
He's
there.
gonna-
This is still
We can
the
go
old one.
more granular. We can be 4.1.
Oh
4.2.
yeah, I think so. I think you're right
Higher.
there. Yeah, we can keep shaving off the star.
They will
get-
love that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what about the tech tree, Bill? So we're going straight
All right,
into
go
the.
back in it.
Vic Ching says 4.5. Seriously, no, we're not doing 4.5. This just looks amazing. Yes, this looks way more higher quality, as
the
you can
pink
see. Lots of things there. absolute. This is just really cool. Is there any? I'm trying to think. Is there anything that we haven't shown of the UI yet? But let us know what you think. Now is your time. Tell us what you think about the UI. It's going to be coming next year. We're thinking it's going to be in. Well, I don't want to actually say when it's going to come because I don't want to put pressure
Yeah.
on the designers.
When it's
but
nicely ready and it's all the bugs are fixed and it's ready for you all you people who are
cool.
gonna
Power core management.
power cores.
Power cores. I think we've gone over power cores.
Yeah, we've had a quick look at
Yeah,
them.
we can have a look at the power core. Yeah, so this
This,
is.
this image is wrong behind it, but yeah.
Yeah. Cool. This just looks
So-
amazing. What about the combiner lab? They want to see the combiner lab
Fuse
UI.
Combiner lab.
Yes.
Bit of power core fusing. All right, there we go. Go back. Combiner lab. Oh my god, lost it.
Ooh,
Pressure.
Pressure of the combiner.
Yeah, Combiner Lab's got a refresh. See, this needs a bit of an update.
Bit of a
but,
work,
we're,
yeah.
there's still a few corners not quite done, but it's basically there. I think the other thing was oh yeah, the background scene of this I think is getting a little bit of attention as well. There is I should go into the space bridge actually. I mean, whoops, I've gotten stuck here.
I kind of like the current one. Can you make the UI changeable now? When this comes, it will replace because the old one is very old.
Yeah,
You don't want to be
unfortunately,
using the
it's
old
a
one.
wholesale replacement. So that's
I
why
know change is scary, but you're gonna have to go with it.
yeah, it does mean we have the ability to, improve as we go along.
Absolutely.
Let's just
I have
quick-
a question regarding the chat from Discord,
Mm.
which is, are you adding a block player option in global?
Oh, I asked that. That's the same one I asked a minute ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
sorry.
I've
That's
we've heard. It just shows how much we get asked for that kind of thing, and
yeah.
it would be good. It's going to require. We are going to get a bit more server development capabilities in the new year, hopefully. So, well, no, we definitely will. So that's the kind of thing that could be on the cards, but yeah, it has to be weighed up against all the other things we want to do.
Cool. I'm just happy to see so many people saying like, "Oh my god, now we need to improve the power core conversion." It's good that we're reopening this conversation again to improve certain areas of the game to make it better for you, the players. So power core conversion, for example, I completely agree, needs needs a change. When you went into the power core lab there, Bill, some people have thousands of power cores, so
Yeah,
making
I
that
know.
better and easier
I've-
would be better. But I guess this is what this UI change will allow you to do in time. Gives you that grounding to make changes like that.
I mean, I know playing it's with lots of power cores. I'm going to stop sharing again. But yeah, playing with lots of power cores I've seen it and I felt it and I know how slow it is to like scroll down and it is painful and I've tried to that's another thing that's been tried to improve. Anything I come across where it's like this feels horrible and slow, always trying to just like make some improvements. For the last few months, this has been just on this version of the game. So hopefully when it comes along, you should feel like some tangible, wow, this is a bit more zippier than it used to be.
Zippier, that's good. And anime saying, oh no, it wasn't anime. Somebody says popping more crystals than 10 would be good because I saw your space bridge and you had lots of
Oh,
crystals.
yes.
They would love to be like maybe up to, I don't want to say it, up to
I
100.
want that.
Up to 100. We all hold too many crystals. Let's be honest. We've all got
Yeah.
thousands stacking up in there.
I have 100,000 right now.
100,000?
I have 100,000 premium crystals, and I don't have the patience to sit and click and open every single one of them right now.
Wait, 100,000? Did you just gift them yourself? What-
No.
It's
It was
just
from
collection.
Yeah, I've just
You just
they've been
collect them in events.
backing off for a
You
bit.
just don't open them.
And I joined my
slacking.
first like big boy alliance as well, so I was working for those shards.
Yeah,
I'm a-
so we need.
a
Oh, I
player.
think you mean premium crystal shards, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
premium
yeah. No,
crystals.
we're on about opening
Which ones did
the
you mean?
crystals. Opening crystals. But
Oh,
I also
no.
agree.
No.
Yeah, I
Oh.
also agree that also needs a. You see, it's just. I don't want to sound ignorant, but the little things. The small. I keep sounding
It's the little
so
things.
ignorant. This is why I'm not a developer or a designer, because I just keep saying how easy things are. I'm completely clueless on how
It's so
all of
easy,
this
Bill.
works.
Why don't you just do
It's
it?
so easy.
Stop being lazy.
Yeah. Well, and in
Oh.
theory, it should be slightly easier. I think after this big update, there is there's always scope for some smaller improvements as we go along.
Yeah, but that's I know eagle-eyed people will be sat here thinking, well, what's after the UI? There's many more things coming. This game does not stop. Bill's probably working on many things that's going to come into the game, which we're not allowed to reveal in case Bill wants to talk about them. But Bill's not just working on this. There's many other things in the pipeline. Vivek, you've also got the whole of 2024 all. Is it ready to go? Do we know everything what's coming next year, like bot-wise? Is that all signed off?
Content is signed off, yes.
It's
We
all
kind
signed
of
off.
know what bots we'll do. Things can change if we have specific requests. We kind of have a good idea of what we are going to do next in terms of content. In terms of features, we have a lot of plans.
Oh yeah, Bill's shaking his head because yes.
Yeah, we have lots of plans.
Yes,
I mean,
lots of-
I keep saying that. I did mention in a content creator stream that next Christmas we already have our next reveal already planned. So we're definitely.
I think Dale and I were discussing, when can the next big things happen, and Dale was like, maybe next Christmas, and I was like, yeah.
So the
maybe.
next Christmas stream, we know what we're revealing. It's already done.
We've already
because-
put
Zoe
a deadline
Canvas!
on
But that is the end of the stream. We're at 6 o'clock. But I wish everybody a very, very Merry Christmas, a happy holidays. That's all from us for today. I know you've still got many, many questions, and there's so much to go through.
And we
I'm
won't
s-
answer anymore. We're done. We're done.
Well, I'm
We
sorry.
won't talk to you again until the new year. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I hope
Get
that
out.
everybody loves the UI. King Grimlock says next Christmas. Yes, when we do our Christmas stream next year, we already know what we're revealing. It's already getting planned. It's already getting in the very early stages.
They're gonna clip this specific part.
Please don't clip it.
Clip it
Do
and
it. I
Don't
send
clip
dare
it.
everything
you.
else.
I dare you.
Don't clip it. But yeah, it's going to be a strong year. We actually go into the year with 2 designers. We've got somebody new joining in January. It's all looking up for Transformers Earth Wars this for next year. So I'm super excited. I'm just so I've been asking for this UI to be revealed like 6 months ago. So these new features that's coming, I'm sat here still begging, can we talk about them? But we're not allowed. They're coming. We'll talk about them very soon. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one. And we will see you very soon. I'm super excited for the future. Have a great Christmas.
Merry
Bye,
Christmas,
everyone.
everyone.
Bye. Happy Christmas.
Bye.
Bye.